there, studio viewers, OldClassicGamer here, and welcome to my brand new unboxing video. We have two packages today, and we're gonna unbox them both. But first, let's go to this one. As we can see, this one is a small packet, a SAL, and yeah, we're gonna unbox it and see what game is inside. All right. There's the game. We can already see it is probably a PS2 game. Well, 99% because yeah, it is the big package, and yeah, it is the PS2 game. And I can already see which one it is. It's Crash Bandicoot 4, right of Cortex, Japanese version. Now, there it is. As you can guys see, looks really great. The shipping was also free. Which is what I really like. It took some time to arrive, but oh well, that you have to wait if you select the free shipping, because yeah. This is a blue disc. Blue discs are really rare, and not many games were released on a blue disc. And there is how it says. I noticed one terrible mistake here. They misspelled the first word when they were translating it, like not to be written on Japanese. There's the manual. I had this game before, but I gave it away with a PS2 I sold, because it was just it had missing manual and it was not the original one. But then I got a game again, and this time it's the original version, the first one, not the best series like release like the greatest hits or platinum. So there is the manual. We can see all these great concept arts for the characters in their Japanese form, which is really great because I prefer Crash in Japanese. And there is this illustration. This one is great. I mean, this is just the reason why Crash was popular in Japan, because unlike many games just simply translate the language and bam, just sell it in Japan. And no, you can't do it like that. You need to appeal to the audience, because Japanese gamers are different than American gamers, and they have different needs. They want to see their style, or else it's not gonna be appealing to them very much. Now, the Crash games could have maybe done a little bit better job. For example, replacing the in-game model also to look a little bit more Japanese. But no, they were focusing on the cover, and to be honest, it is enough, because after all, it's the cover that makes you buy the game. But for example, I would really like if this is how Crash looked in-game as well. I guess the people don't really even notice that much when they play, because yeah, they like the gameplay, and the cover is there and the manual to already look at Japanese, and the dub, of course. So there are all the explanations for Crash moves, and yeah, this is the manual, much better looking than a European manual. I don't know how the American one looks, because I never owned the American version of this game. Now I only have the Japanese, but I have to rebuy. I'm gonna rebuy probably European one, or I don't know. Yeah, I'm probably gonna buy a European one, because I also gave away the platinum one. I gave away all the games that were not the original release, because it just ruins my image, and I didn't like it that much. So that's pretty much it. They're explaining this is the memory card holder and this, but I really don't use that. It's only convenient for traveling, if you travel somewhere. There's a phone line, and yeah. Overall, the manual is in good condition. I really like they reused the model of Crash from Crash Bandicoot 2 Japanese version, but instead of showing 2 fingers, he's showing 4 fingers, because this is a 4th game in the series. And yeah, there are some people who actually dislike this game but I don't know. I really like the Ride of Cortex. It's not the good like the original ones and the later games like Nitro Kart was better, Titans and Minor Mutant were better, but yeah, Ride of Cortex was also great, and I do like this game better than Twinsanity, to be honest. Yeah, so I really like the front cover as well. Looks much better than the American and European one. The back is the same like on the best version I had. There's the title. The Crash games always had a blue title for some reason. I also can confirm that because I own a Japanese Nitro Kart. So yeah. Now let's get to this one. Sega Saturn video game, Sega Saturn software. That's what I say. So let's see what Sega Saturn game is this. Alrighty. Alright, let's see what is inside. Oh yes, I can already see it says Rayman. And this is Rayman 1, Sega Saturn version, really great. So let's open it up. This is my first Saturn game I ever bought, so I'm really looking forward to see what are the contents inside. So same like for the Dreamcast, I already have a Dreamcast game. It's Rayman 2. Same like for the Dreamcast games, you get the spine card and everything. This was used when you purchase the game, like when it's a brand new. I think I already showed the example before, but this is basically how does it look like when it's a brand new packed. So that's what a spine card is for. Many people sadly throw those away when they purchase the game, but the smart sellers they will never throw it away because it's now valuable and rare, and the games that have them today are selling for way bigger price. And there's the disc, so really different from the PlayStation 1 version. The logo is great, it's changed, but look at this expression here, for example. I never saw this render before, so this is new to me. Let's see if it's a black disc or... Nah, it's not. It's normal CD, not like the PlayStation 1. But I heard the black discs are less... like, they're like harder to get scratched, so yeah, I prefer black ones. There's the manual. As you can see, it's also like the PlayStation games when you take it out from the front cover. Well, not the European PlayStation games, but Japanese ones. Some of them are like European one. It really depends from game to game, and we can see the manual is like okay. It's very different from the PlayStation 1 version, and let's see if we're gonna find something interesting. These are nice. I suppose now they're explaining everything what it is, obviously. The Dream Forest. I still don't know why didn't they just... couldn't they have translated in-game text? It's still bothering me. Why was that so hard? Now, I love Rayman, but when you look at the situation and why is he not popular in Japan, they didn't even translate the game. No, the only Rayman game translated in Japan is Rayman 2. No, nothing else. And I think maybe Origins is... Yeah, it is as well, but it also has English, so yeah. There's some more explanation. The Magician. Let's see. Now, you see here, for example. Here, they have... Japanese names for the worlds. You can clearly see the Dream Forest, Yume no Mori. Why couldn't they wrote that in game? I don't know. But still, most of them are identical to English ones, just like written on katakana, like Bandland. It's Bandorando. Nothing really complicated. Yeah, but still, it's kind of lazy, but it makes it import free, so yeah. Sega Saturn is known to have some expensive games in Europe and America, so Japanese imports are the way to go for the system, and having this game on English can be advantage for the import gamers. Well, it's definitely not the advantage for the Japanese players, but for the import players who have a Saturn maybe and cannot and can't afford to get the European and or American versions because those games are known to be way more expensive. Plus, the case. I saw how European and American case looks for the Sega Saturn games. European and American ones are just huge. You can't fit them on shelves. Nothing. I mean, these ones are much better. The PAL PlayStation 1 are much also cooler. The American PlayStation 1 boxes, they tried to use the same like on Sega Saturn, but they stopped and eventually moved on to regular jewel cases because that's ultimately the way to go. Let's compare it to the PlayStation 1 version. So there is Rayman for PlayStation 1. As you can see, the PlayStation 1 version is more original because they illustrated this picture never seen before. I wish it was a little less pixelated, but okay. If they do Rayman 1 HD, they should definitely remaster this picture right there. And there is the Saturn, as you can see, a different illustration. The Saturn version uses the same as American and European versions for all the consoles of Rayman 1. You see the classic background, everything, just the logo changed because the American and European logo is completely different. But there it is. The manual, I believe I showed the manual once, so let me show it again if you guys don't remember it. You can see it's much very different. Like less colorful, but there's something about it I like a bit more. What it was, let me again see. Oh yes, the boss renders, they're different. So yeah. Completely different versions when it comes to the box art and manuals, but as a game, it's more or less same. But the Saturn one, as for the gameplay, not for the box cover, is the one that I like a little bit better because they have some few stuff missing from other versions. So yeah, that's the way to go for me at least. But majority prefers the PlayStation version because that's the one they can get most easily, and yeah, many of them didn't even maybe some of them didn't even play a Saturn version, but it's all opinion based, so yeah, I choose the Saturn one. This is perfectly playable with emulators, so that's the way to go. Well, that's pretty much it. I hope you enjoyed this unboxing and see you guys later. Ja matane!